This coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway from Heinz Field. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Second down at the 6-yard line.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back to throw now on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. On second down, here's Mixon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
These two teams getting a couple of late-season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. 5 yards remain on second down.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a give, running left is Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now a play fake here on first down. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Closing score, Steelers 7, Bengals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They hand this off to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Claypool with another catch. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They run here with Singletary, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Roses to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll set up to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Eluding the pressure right. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for the deep ball. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back.
but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Steelers 21. Evan McPherson will kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
This is caught inside the 15. Come on now. A big play there for Cincinnati.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Completion here to Claypool.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Harris fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
At the Bengals 2-yard line.
Hey, come on now. Hey, switch gears. Hawk
70. Again, it's Harris.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They get this out left. Touchdown! Chase Claypool.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2nd and 11 now. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Still moving, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, a give to Mixon. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals,
they do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Steelers,
this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9.
And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card.